This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting. I'm in Dubai today, joined by Andrew Tate. Andrew, it's very nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, sir.
Thank you for your time today. You're fighting again. What a surprise this is.
Yeah, I think this is the 88th fight now. Seems this is something I can't avoid doing. Life just keeps throwing fights my way, whether against governments or against opponents, so I just take them all.
So that means you've been fighting for the last 4 years then?
Oh, I've been fighting. There's no doubt about that. I've been in the fight of my life for the last 4 years, and what kept me sane was training. You know, I always wanted to have a comeback fight. I always thought I was going to do a big one, and then I got arrested, thrown in jail. In jail, I was training. On house arrest for 3 years, I was training. All I did was train for 5 to 6 hours a day. So it'd be a shame to waste it and not project the force on somebody's face. So that's the plan.
It's interesting this, because usually fighters, when they make the money, when they make it big time, they don't enjoy fighting as much. They might take their foot off the gas. Well, you've sort of done the opposite. You've got all the money now, you've got the good lifestyle, and you want to go back to fighting. Why put yourself through that pain?
Yeah, I was a kickboxer, and I was a kickboxer about 10 years ago when it didn't really pay the kind of money boxing has ever paid, and it certainly didn't pay the kind of money you can make in UFC or kickboxing now. Even 10 years ago when Tito Ortiz and some of these other big names, Rampage Jackson, etc., were all fighting UFC, they weren't getting the kind of purses that you're getting now. So although I paid my bills, while I was fighting, I was a lot poorer than I am now. And I dreamed of, you know, I wonder how it would be to do a fight camp when I have all the best medicine and all the best recovery, and I haven't got to worry about paying the bills, and I have the best gym and the best equipment and all the time in the world.
Yes, sir.
I've always wondered what it would be like, so I guess let's find out. I mean, now I get to train as a rich man, and it's certainly better in a lot of ways than training as a poor man, as long as you still have that hunger. But hunger's not a problem for me. Hunger's not something I've ever lacked. So
there's no difficulty in getting out of bed early in the morning?
Zero. And my only difficulty is stopping training. I'll train 3 hours, and as soon as I'm not out of breath anymore, I feel like I should go back and do it again. And my coach is like, no, enough is enough. You know, you don't need to keep going. Don't leave it all in the gym. So my problem is I want to train too much.
Okay, overtraining is your issue, which is a great issue to have, but you want to make sure, yes, you don't do it too much. I remember listening to Michael Bisping back in the day. He always spoke about how he used to overtrain. Yeah. So that's one of the issues.
Yeah, it's very easy when you take it seriously to, always think there's more you can do, and there is, but you have to listen to your coach and find the right balance and make sure that you're peaking and prepared for the night in the ring instead of being prepared for the days in the gym.
So let's talk about Misfits. This is the company, the promotional company that you want to come back and fight on. Why choose Misfits Boxing?
Well, KSI tweeted something that annoyed me about 3 years ago. So long story short, I took his company from him. And considering that I'm the largest...
Yo, Chad, this is the kind of money I want, yo. Chad, this is the kind of money I want. I wanted to be able to say, KSI tweeted something that annoyed me 3 years ago, so I took his company from him, bro. That is the kind of money I want as a person. I want to be like that guy. Oh, this nigga was talking shit about me, so I bought the house he was renting and increased rent, and he moved to another house and I bought it too and increased rent there, and he went to some apartment and I bought the apartment next to him and I put some gypsies in that shit, and I made sure they're gonna threaten him day to day. Nah, I'm sounding like a... Nah, I'm trolling. It's in GTA. It's GTA, please, GTA. Sounding like a feeling right now. But, I want to have this kind of money, you know what I'm saying? Where you be like, this guy did shit to me. I ain't gonna touch him.
3 years ago. So, long story short, I took his company from him. And considering that I'm the largest name on the planet, if I'm going to fight on an organization, why not fight on an organization I own a percentage of? It makes a lot of business sense. I also intend on doing my very best to make sure Misfits continues to disrupt the entire boxing space. I think there's a lot of fantastic names on Misfits. There's a lot of people who are already doing fantastically well, and they can do even better. I think we can become even bigger as an org. My intention is to make the org a lot bigger than it is and make sure everybody gets paid even more money. So why not? I mean, I'm approaching this as a businessman. I'm approaching this as a fighter. I see the potential and the future of this. I think that, celebrities fighting or influencers fighting just seems to keep growing.
Facts.
So Misfits have already got a fantastic platform. They're already in a great place, and I think with my help we can take it to the next level.
Do you still have beef with KSI, or is that settled now?
There's no genuine beef. I've never met the guy. I hope he's okay. He annoyed me on Twitter, so I had to get...
What do you think will win? Andrew Tate or KSI?
Involved in his company. That's just how it goes. That's how professionals act. It's how professionals act. You piss off a banker, before you know it, he owns your street. It's just how it works.
Yeah, best not piss him off. Let's move the tripod this way to get a good angle for Tate. When I was doing some research for this interview of you, I went back on the old kickboxing forums from about 2010, 2011 times.
Axe Forum?
Might have been.
Yeah.
It might have been, yes. And I saw your coach Amir,
Yeah.
and he was trying to negotiate one of your fights with some other promoters, trying to get fighters. And I think he was like, I really want to try and get Andrew paid £300.
Yeah.
It's like, this is what we're really pushing for. I think the start of about 150. Let's try and get Andrew paid £300.
Yeah.
Is it quite a full circle moment now, knowing that I guess you're probably getting paid more than £300? But all those years ago, that was like really exciting for you.
Well, that was the very beginning of my kickboxing career. And like I said, there was no money.
So imagine risking your life for $300, bro. Oh my God, that is like literally going to an army. Genuinely. Why would you be like, oh, pay me $300, it will make my day, and put me against one of the worst men, one of the most dangerous men, put us in a cage, pay me $300, bro. I'm ready to do that, bro. Oh my God, bro. That is crazy. Bro, try to get in the state $300, man, and risking your life. People die in the ring. People get stepped in the ring and never will be the same again. They may lose an eye, they may lose an egg, they may lose a teeth. Like, it's crazy. There's no way this, bro. I ain't gonna lie, the nigga was broke, genuinely, bro. And you know, there's a lot of people who be online yapping, oh, Andrew Tate came from a rich family, bro. There's no way you can be rich from a rich family and go to fight for 300 pounds, man. Again, if a kid come from a rich family and does that shit, that's passion. That's what we call real passion, bro. Swear to God.
In kickboxing back then, I think the most I ever got paid for a fight was like 100,000 pounds. And that's the most I ever got once I was world champion. At the beginning, you were lucky to get 200 or 300 pounds just to cover your hotel and your accommodation to get there. And fighting was very different back then than it is now. I see all these people, these influencers, even the people on Misfits, they know who they're fighting and they watch tape and they prepare for their opponent and they're choosing their opponents and making sure they find someone they could beat. Back in my day, you know, you just turn up to a location. You didn't even know who the guy you were fighting looked like. There'd be.
And you try to get things that's better because if you see like people like Jake Paul, when he pick a fight, when he's picking his fight, he can choose some old crippling guy, you know, with a broken back and a stick going on, like Mike Tyson, and he can choose a fight against a guy like that, bro. Nigga's in his prime. He's a real boxer. He's trying to be a boxer, fighting an old man, bro. Or you gonna find somebody like Tank, somebody short as fuck. Somebody as short as this chair. And Jake Paul is a tall guy, big guy, strong as fuck. And you're gonna fight that guy? Or do you think the Andrew Tate way, you know, the old days way was really good? You know, you turn up to a place, you don't know who you're gonna fight. Maybe you see they give you the tallest dude and you be like, fuck, this guy gonna ruin me. Which way do you guys think is better though? I ain't gonna lie, personally, nah, the Andrew Tate way is better, bro. Like, nowadays fighting is boring, man. I can never take my time to watch Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this nigga, Jake Paul, we challenge Charlie Kirk next. Swear to God.
30 of you in a room, you didn't even know who your opponent was until you got in the ring. You didn't know which guy it was. You'd look around and go, he's my size, he's my size, he's my size, maybe one of them. And you had no tape on anyone because, you know, camera phones weren't as available. And, you know, 15 years ago, it took a big setup with a camera to film sparring. No one was just sparring and filming willy-nilly. So it's a completely different environment where you just got in there and you fought.
Facts.
But I think it's good for your mentality. It builds a mentality where you understand that, you know, you don't always get to have a game plan. And you don't get to always know who your opponent is. And you don't get to always prepare for a specific person. Fighters fight. And you turn up on the day and you do what you're supposed to do as a professional.
So let's talk about opponents there. You're mentioning back in the day, it could be anyone. This time, I guess, you got to handpick your opponent. And you've picked Chase Tamor, the Misfits heavyweight champion. Why Chase Tamor?
Yeah, I have nothing against Chase personally. I think he's quite an entertaining guy. Seems like a nice guy. But he is the heavyweight Misfits champion. And I think if I'm going to come back, I don't want to do what some other influencers do and fight someone who's a lot smaller than me. Or fight somebody who's a lot older than me.
You see, Chai, you understand? Jake Paul catching strays, I ain't gonna lie. Nobody mentioned Jake Paul, but it just catching strays. Straight up in the interview.
I mean, that would have been the easy move. I could have made a lot of money fighting someone who's 10 years older than me or 30 kilos smaller than me. I think the best thing for me to do is to get in there against an active...
Yo, Chai, I genuinely want to see Tank height, yo. I want to see Tank height. You nigga like 5'1". Javonta Davis. Nigga 5'5", bro, shit. Niggas a minion, Chad. Niggas a nerd. I swear to God, if Santa seen this guy on Christmas, he would just straight up tell him to go back to work. Nigga short as fuck. 5'5"? Let me see. Tank with his wife. with his wife. Let me see what they look like. No, I'm not talking Tank. I'm talking about Javonta Davis. Let me see Javonta Davis with his wife. Let me see the images. I want to see when they send it together, bro. Don't tell me you gotta show the wife. There's no fucking way. Why would Javonta Davis set his children up like this? Man, you're 5'5". You're dating a girl who's 5'2". In heels! What the fuck? If I seen this girl, I would literally assume she's still in primary school. I'll be like, girl, why are you still in elementary school and you got a wig? I swear to God, this girl is short as fuck, man. Jesus, y'all. So let me tell you, when I was in high school, there was one girl who kind of liked me. Genuinely, she genuinely liked me, but I ain't gonna lie, she was too short, my nigga. And I'm 5'11", bro. My kids need to be 6'7", you know. I need my kids 6'7", yo, for sure. That's how we doing it, bro. But you know, let's go back to the video. Keep talking about Jake Paul, you know, choosing the easiest fight. Jake Paul trains, chat. For you guys who don't know, Jake Paul is not officially a boxer. There's nothing you do every day except training. So if you train every day, why are you gonna fight Mike Tyson, bro? Chat, literally I can beat Mike Tyson right now, swear to God.
Somebody who's a lot older than me. I mean, that would have been the easy move. I could have made a lot of money fighting someone who's 10 years older than me or 30 kilos smaller than me. I think the best thing for me to do is to get in there against an active champion who's bigger than I am, younger than I am, you know, who has all the advantages on tape. And my advantage is simply my experience and my mentality. And I believe that once he experiences the difference between a real fighter who's seasoned against the kind of people he's been fighting, he's going to learn that, you know, there's a lot more to...
Yo, chat, we guys got, chat. Let me tell you, bro. When this fight's gonna happen, I'll put half of my net worth on Andrew Tate, bro. Imagine if Andrew Tate burns me, yo. I swear to God, though. I ain't gonna lie. I think Andrew Tate can win. Because he fought in the old days. He fought when the things were hard. Right now, these fighters, they're not really fighting people who deserve it. They are fighting people who can pull views, my nigga. You know, you can fight someone like Khabib because he can pull views, but I bet there's some guy maybe in Bosnia who's more scarier than Khabib. But because he's not known, because he's not famous, because you're not gonna get pay-per-views with him, you know, he's not gonna get a chance. So I believe this guy, even though he's a heavyweight champion, he never experienced a real fighter. He never experienced the guy who came from the trenches, from the dirt, to come and fight and try to make it. You know what I'm saying? So I genuinely think Andrew Tate with his experience can win. Plus, he always kept fighting. He always kept learning. He always kept sparring. You know, he always kept the shape. Yeah, I'm gonna put my money on Tate. I swear to God.
This sport than he realized.
Do you have a lot of pressure?
Experiences the difference between a real fighter who's seasoned against the kind of people he's been fighting.
Facts.
He's going to learn that, you know, there's a lot more to this sport than he realized.
Do you have a lot of pressure on you for this fight? I know that kind of back in the day, people, I guess we'll name Jake Paul here, were saying you wouldn't want to fight because you don't want to lose your image in terms of anything can happen in fighting. You slip one way, you dip one way, you get caught by right hand. You can be confident, you can train very hard, but it's never 100% sure that you can win. I mean, obviously the fighter will, but on the bookies, there's always a small chance you get caught by a right hand and get knocked out. A lot of people are saying that you don't want to fight back in the day because you're worried you're going to lose your sort of the image. Why fight now? Are you not scared of that?
No, I don't feel any pressure. My only pressure is that if I were to not fight, if I feel like I can still fight and I would be too afraid to fight, then I'd be disappointed in myself. But I get in there with a pure heart and I do my best and I train my best and I get in there and I do my absolute most to win. And irregardless of the outcome, I don't think about the outcome. I'm here to fight. I don't think about winning and losing. And I think that's actually my superpower. Losing doesn't cross my mind. Winning doesn't cross my mind. I've got a job to do at a certain date and time, and I'm going to do the job to the best of my ability. And whatever
Facts.
God decides to give me as an outcome, God decides to give me as an outcome. I have no problems with losing, truthfully. I don't care.
Facts.
I have a lot more problems with sitting at home, staying in my house, being a coward, being afraid, as opposed to getting in the ring. I respect anybody who gets in the ring, and anyone who has an opinion on any man who gets in the ring without getting in there themselves needs to be quiet.
Yo, chat, I'm getting in the ring soon, yo. I'm getting in the ring soon. I need a right opponent, chat. I need a right opponent who I'm gonna have a real beef with. And we step in the ring and we solve our problems in that bitch, bro. I swear to God, bro. I'm ready in the ring. You know, if you want both of me, you better be able to step in the ring, bro. I genuinely want to step in the ring, so I swear to God, bro. I wanna feel like the adrenaline. I wanna feel like, you know, the rush, the adrenaline rush kicking in, you know what I'm saying, when in the ring. I genuinely want to experience all of that, bro. I genuinely want to feel the pressure. I genuinely want to feel scared. I genuinely want to see like how the way you're fighting, everybody's watching, you know. You know, they all want to see you get knocked out. They all want to see, or they also want to see you killing somebody, you know what I'm saying? I just want to experience all of that, bro. Swear to God.
Let's talk about this then. You fight December 20th, but surely it's not just a one-time thing, right? Surely you've got a plan in the back of your mind that you want to have 3, 4, 5 fights. What's on your mindset here?
Well, there's a lot of people who need punching in the face. And
he means KSI and the Paul brothers. And Sneeko. Nah, I'm totally. Chai, I don't know. In Sean Strickland.
This is the world we currently live in.
Mm-hmm.
You know and I know. There's a long, long list of people.
What?
And no matter how well I perform on the night, there's going to be people with an opinion who said, you know, Chase isn't experienced enough, or Andrew didn't look that good, or he looked sloppy, or whatever. There's always going to be somebody with something to say.
No, wait.
You know and I know. There's a long, long list of people. And no matter how well I perform on the night, there's going to be people with an opinion who said, you know, Chase isn't experienced enough, or Andrew didn't look that good, or he looked sloppy, or whatever. There's always going to be somebody with something to say. There's a lot of people who've been saying my name already. And I'm sure they're going to pop up trying
to about KSI.
Catch a payday, because I'm the biggest payday in sports entertainment today. There's no doubt about that. Darren Till's tried to already catch a payday off my name. But, you know, it's a beautiful world. And there's plenty of targets. There's plenty of people who genuinely deserve to feel damaged. And
who are these targets you keep mentioning? Let's name some names.
I'm capable of dishing out damage.
Right.
God has blessed me with the capability to hurt other people, and a lot of people deserve to be hurt. So we're going to see what happens after the 20th. We're going to see what date and what person deserves to feel the wrath of Andrew Tate. And if I have to hurt somebody, I'll hurt somebody, because I'm a professional. That's what I'm paid to do.
Certainly. We'll wrap it up in just a second. I know you guys are very busy, so you want to get going. Obviously, with training camp, you stay very disciplined, stay in shape. Do you miss Big Sammy's, the restaurant you used to go to back in the day, the doner kebab?
You know, food-wise, I can still pretty much eat what I want food-wise. I've had to quit smoking, but that was easy. People say quitting smoking is hard, but they've obviously never been to a Romanian jail. They don't know what hard is. So I enjoy training camp. My life was always a training camp anyway. I never missed a day of training. I think in the last 4 years, I've had 2 days off. I train 7 days a week anyway. I always have. I've always been in fantastic shape. I've always eaten healthy. So it's not like I'm out of shape trying to get into shape. Mm-hmm. You know, I feel good. I feel fantastic. I'm really enjoying camp. I'm enjoying the structure of it. I've put a lot of business on hold to get this done. So, you know, there's a bunch of money I'm going to have to catch up on after I deal with Chase on the 20th of December. But I think after I put on a fantastic performance, there's going to be so many opportunities that come my way for other people to fight. I'm prepared to fight all the time. Once I'm in shape, I don't see the point in getting out of shape. Like I said, I'm from a different school of fighting where we used to fight once a month or once every 2 weeks, and we didn't even know who we were fighting. So I'm prepared to fight 10 times a year. Once I'm in shape, I'll stay in shape. I really don't get hit very often because my style is unorthodox. It's unusual. I don't take much damage. So as long as I don't take damage, I'm prepared to keep getting in there and keep getting paid and do the best for Misfits.
Enjoy it.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
The Andrew Tate style, when he's fighting, just the leaning back. He always be leaning back like, ugh. Trying to punch him, he's always leaning back. Leaning, you know. Because most of the times, most of his fights, he fought a guy who was smaller than him. So when he could lean, it will always work for him, for sure. I will show you what, we're gonna react to Andrew Tate's fight. After this, I'm gonna show you his system, like the way he fights.
You
know what, chat? We're gonna watch that guy, Mighty, the former UFC fighter. He did a reaction on him on the way he fights, because you know the guy is a UFC champion, you know what I'm saying, on a lightweight. So he knows a lot about fighting more than I do. And you know we're gonna watch him talk about Andrew Tate for sure.
Head, can I be very selfish? Tristan, can I come in and ask you one question here, please? Is that okay? We might have to, we're two very tall brothers. I might go if I go in the middle here, maybe?
Sure. Why Andrew Tate looks so sweet in person? Like, bro, this guy, bro, you look like a sweet soul, Chat, this is the real Andrew Tate sort of guy, yo. Yo, what up, my boy, Ronnie? Finally, my G back. Yo, blood, what's good? What's good, Young Colleen? Yo, what up? Yo, I'm back. Yo, I'm back. Yo, chat, this is the real Andrew Tate, bro. Don't get fooled by the internet persona. Like same with me, bro. Like me in person, I'm like this, but no. Me in person, I'm not like this. I'm more of a chill guy. I don't talk much. Some people may even assume that like I work for some secret service because in real life I'm always dressed nice, always in a nice suit. But you know, I'm gonna start to put on the sunglasses too. But when I'm on stream, I'm a different dude, bro. I'm just a guy with a camera talking shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing. But yo, this is the real Andrew Tate, chat. Look at the smile.
I might go in the.
Why do you think it looks so sweet, bro? We need the guy who's like, you poor! Women can drive! I'm gonna fuck your wife after fuck you in the fit. I would remember the clips which made Andrew Tate blow up, y'all. Yo, those clips was funny as shit, bro. Nigga will say the most outrageous stuff on God's green earth, bro. Nigga will say the worst shit. Knowing is the worst because even Tristan said it in the real world, in the Hustlers University. He said that if you want you need the drama. To get to people emotion, you need drama. And you know, when you bring negativity, it's gonna be like a fuel. It's gonna be like a fuel to a fire. So when you tell people go to the gym, yeah, go to the gym, yeah. Get in physical shape, yeah. Eat well, yeah. But if you tell people they look like fat fuck, they all look like pile of shit. They all look like whatever, you know, I'm not saying Twitch, just in GTA. But the point I'm trying to make is, this guy, the River was the one which got him famous. Because he would say the craziest shit. And he would say it in his own way, which was trying to make people mad. And he would put some good things, some good message, some good motivation stuff, some good business stuff. And guess what? He blew up. So, when you see him right now, when he's already blew up, when he's just chilling, when he's trying to be himself, I ain't gonna lie, this shit is funny as hell, bro. Tate, we need the old Tate back, chat. We need the old Tate back. Because if you see, Andrew Tate been through a series of rebranding. He came up talking about girls, talking about cheating, talking about the modern dating, because that was the one which was popping. And he got to a Muslim thing when the religion shit was popping, and the religion shit right now fell off. And right now he jumped on our Jews, and he jumped on that shit. And when the politics came, he came back again on the politics, being a really, really big Trump fan, even though Trump didn't help him not even once in his life. No, I can't say not even once in his life. But Andrew Tate said he never talked to Trump, and Trump never wanted to help him with his Romanian case. That is what he said. So, yeah, he always been rebranding. So maybe he got to rebrand him to be himself back. But I miss the old Tate, chat. I swear to God, the old Tate, he was the funniest thing I've ever seen, I swear to God, bro. The old Tate was the funniest thing on God.
If I go the middle here, maybe?
Sure.
Give it back just a second. There we go. Give it back just a second. There we go.
My boy on the grind, chat. My boy on the grind.
Very smart, dressed very smartly. What would you say? Make sure you're
So you're trying to say Andrew Tate dressed like a homeless dude?
on camera. Back a little bit more.
Nice.
What would you say the biggest misconception about what Tate Brothers is?
I don't think there are misconceptions about us. Everyone knows we're tall. Everyone knows we can fight. Everyone knows we're handsome. Everyone knows we're rich. So, are there any misconceptions about us?
Would you guys ever consider doing a tag team? Is that something you would ever be tempted to?
Yo, chat, that would be really dope, chat. Imagine the tag team of Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate versus Logan Paul and Jake Paul. Like Tristan and Jake Paul, they fight first, and Andrew Tate and Jake Paul, they come to fight next up. You know what I'm saying? Like their main event. I swear to God, that shit happened. Now we'll blow the internet, bro. That one will single-handedly blow the fucking internet. And after that, guess what? Andrew Tate fight KSI. That would be really dope shit. Like, bro, the money that will be made in those fights, that will genuinely change the whole trajectory of fighting. I swear to God.
Brothers, it'd be very historic.
It'd be historic. Yeah, we're open to the idea. Why not? Why not?
Are you open to that, Tristan?
It would be very interesting to do. I don't think tag team works in real sports, though. Sure, in WWE it works, but I don't think in a real fight sport there would be any system where a tag team would be feasible.
It may not be like a tag team, but maybe like two different games, you know? Like the Paul brothers fight, the Tate brothers, you know? Two different matches to see what's up.
Mrs. Boxing does tag team boxing.
Does it really?
Yes. And you have your
that
own.
works?
Yes.
Oh, well, you're the CEO, Andrew. You tell me.
Would you want to make
Yeah,
that
you guys think Andrew Tate is actually the CEO? Or he's like, what do we call it? Shit, I forgot it. Chad, I forgot the name. But you know, it's like somebody who they may call the CEO just for their brand. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, Rihanna, she got Fenty, but she's not the CEO. She's not really. There's somebody who's the CEO. There's somebody who's running everything, and Rihanna is might be like oh, I'm the CEO. I'm the brand CEO. So do you guys actually believe Andrew Tate is the genuine CEO of the Misfits, or you just if I get the name, I will tell y'all, bro.
Let's run it. I'm the CEO. Maybe. Yeah, let's do it. Let's find the right opponents.
Yeah,
After
that would be really dope. So I said to God,
December 20th, that's my number.
if they start bringing people like Jake Paul and Andrew Tate fights on that shit, and Tristan, everybody fights on that shit, Misfits will be the best thing. Misfits will blow up. Plus, this guy will make a lot of money, bro. And I'll find my way to make a lot of money from that scenario too, for sure.
One focus. When that's done, I'm open to anything.
The Paul brothers, Logan Paul and Jake Paul versus Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate.
You know, Logan's
sir.
actually
That's what's on everybody's mind. That's generally what's on everybody's mind, y'all. Everybody.
sorry. Jake's actually a friend of mine. I've got to know him very, very well. I'm not afraid of the Paul brothers at all. And if it came down to
Yeah, Chow, what is the Tristan hairline, bro? Chow, what is this? Chow, what is this? Chow, what is this? What is this? And he comes back. Chat, somebody explain this to me, bro.
Tate and Tristan Tate versus Jake.
Yo, Chat, what is this? Yo, Chat, somebody explain to me, bro. What on God's green earth is this kind of hairline, bro? Jesus. My boy should go about like Tate. Like Andrew.
Paul and Logan Paul, the Tates win every single time, in every single way. I think right now we're certainly more famous, we're richer, we're taller, more handsome, etc. So yeah.
Better hairlines.
Oh no, not me. My hairline's terrible.
See, my boy has to drop the hairline joke, yo. Now, Tristan hairline is crazy, bro. I'm glad he admits it all. I'm glad he admits that his hairline is terrible. And even Tristan said that he once had a hair transplant. So if he had a hair transplant and he looks like this, imagine if he didn't have a hair transplant, bro. He should just let it go. Or maybe start doing the fake hair shit. Stop putting on men wigs.
We're certainly more famous, we're richer, we're taller, more handsome, etc. So yeah.
Better hairlines.
Oh no, not me. My hairline's terrible.
Awesome.
It's all jokes, though. It's all jokes. My hairline's terrible too, bro.
Well, Tristan, I very much appreciate you coming in the interview today. Thank you very much for having me. And Andrew, it's been a pleasure.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you very much. That's great, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, shout out to this guy, but let me give him a like. Let me give him a follow, chat. Let me give him a sub, y'all. Let me see his views, bro. Let me see this guy's views. Wait, he's 15K like 3 years ago? Damn, my boy been doing this shit for a long time. Y'all seen people were mad at him for posting this KSI video. They were like, oh, this guy, he screen recorded KSI video and he got free bread from it. If he's so mad about somebody getting a free bread in an easy way, screen record the KSI video, upload it too. What you yapping about? This guy, he did have crazy views though.